Luke 13, Home Study, The Echo. Elena's living room still smelled like coffee and the cinnamon bread someone had left on a paper plate by the lamp. Shoes were off by the door, Bibles and phones and one battered notebook shared the coffee table with a bowl of pretzels that had already been raided twice. The overhead light was dimmed. Only the floor lamp and the kitchen spill made the circle soft enough that no one had to perform. Elena sat in the chair that had always been hers, Bible open on her knee. Same house, same people, she said, smiling around the group. Last week we finished 12. Tonight we start 13. No rush. We've got time. Cole stretched his legs out and nodded like a man clocking in for the only quiet shift of his week. Hannah was already writing the date at the top of a clean page. Tyler had his thumb holding two places in his Bible at once ready. Priya sat cross-legged on the floor cushion, reading glasses pushed up into her hair. Ruth occupied the end of the couch with the stillness of someone who had learned not to spend energy she might need later. Jonah sat closest to the lamp, posture careful, as if the page might accuse him of inattention. They prayed. Elena's voice was low. Then she looked up. Luke 13 verse 1. Who wants to start us? Tyler did, easy and clear. And they moved the way they always moved. Passage in pieces, a question, a comment. Pretzels passed without ceremony. Someone noted the blood and the sacrifices. Someone else mentioned the tower. Tyler said the fig tree was about patience and fruit, which was true enough that no one argued. Hannah's pen clicked once and kept going. Jonah had gone quiet. Elena noticed first. His eyes were not on the page in front of him, but flicking back. 12, 13. The heading, the thin line of the chapter number. He thumbed his phone, opened the audio, closed it, opened it again. The screen's blue light cut a small, hard square across his face before he set the phone face down as if it had embarrassed him. Priya saw it too. She waited until Tyler finished a clean summary of the bent woman and the Sabbath, then said, without sharpness, "Jonah, you look like you're hunting a typo." Jonah laughed once, short. "I might be." He turned the Bible so the group could see the edge of the page, as if proof would help. "I listened to this on the way over, then I read it. Then I checked the app. It keeps feeling like last week. Not the same words. Just the same thing. Like I lost my place and nobody told me." Tyler leaned forward, helpful already. "Oh, no, it's different. Fig tree isn't in 12. The woman with the spirit, that's new. Herod at the end, narrow door, totally different scenes." "I know," Jonah said, and the heat in his neck made the knowing sound like an apology. "I can list the differences. I listed them in the car, but when I'm in it, it feels like the same sermon wearing different clothes. Am I the only one?" Cole looked at Elena, then at the carpet. Hannah's pen stopped. The pretzels made a soft sound as Priya set the bowl down harder than she meant to. "You're not crazy," Priya said. "If it feels like a repeat, we should say that. Pretending we don't hear the echo doesn't make us better students." Elena's fingers tightened on the edge of her chair. The night could tilt here, into argument, into a race to reassure, into the kind of tidy rescue that left everyone more alone. She breathed once. "We can slow down. We don't have to finish the chapter like it's a shift." Tyler's mouth opened, closed. He glanced at his notes, at the differences he had stacked like proof of competence, and for a second, the stack looked thinner than he wanted it to. Jonah rubbed his thumb along the margin of verse 22, where Jesus was already on the road through towns and villages, teaching Jerusalem ahead. Last week was the master coming back, the division in the house, reading the weather but not the time. Settle with the guy before you get to the judge. I got that. Tonight it's repent or perish. A tree with one more year, a door that shuts, people who ate with him and still get told he doesn't know them. He looked up raw. It feels like God is saying the same hard thing twice and I'm failing the second time on purpose. Silence held. Not empty, just full. A car passed outside. The floor lamp hummed faintly. Ruth had not moved much all evening. Now she set her closed Bible on her knee and rested both hands on it, as if the book were a small weight she was willing to carry for the room. "When I was young," she said, and her voice was not loud, only sure, "I used to do what you're doing. I would turn back a page and turn forward again and think I had been careless. Sometimes I had been careless. Sometimes the text was doing something I didn't have a name for yet." Jonah's shoulders dropped a fraction, not relief yet, permission. Ruth looked at him, not past him. Luke is not restarting the sermon because he ran out of ideas. Chapter 12 names the hour, the fire, the division, the time you can read in the sky and miss in front of your face, the master, the debt. That is the crisis spoken out loud. She nodded once toward the open Bibles. Chapter 13 does not replace that. It puts flesh on it, dead Galileans, a tower, A woman bent for 18 years. A door that will not stay open because someone ate bread in the street where he taught. A city that will not come under the wings. Hannah's pen started again, slower, drawing a line down the middle of the page before she wrote. So it feels like the same chapter, Ruth went on, because it is the same story, thickened. First the warning in the air, then the warning with faces, not a loop you fell into. A road he is walking, and he is letting you feel the pressure twice so you cannot pretend it was only words. Tyler exhaled through his nose, something between a laugh and a surrender. I was trying to fix it with a list. Lists have their place, Ruth said, and there was kindness in it, not a scold. They just cannot do what an echo does. An echo is not a mistake in the house. It is the house showing you its shape. Priya's glasses came down onto her nose. She looked at Jonah. Does that land, or does it still feel like a glitch? Jonah was quiet long enough that Elena almost filled it, then didn't. He turned back one page, then forward, not checking now, tracing. Last week I heard the clock, he said. Tonight I can see what the clock is hanging over. He swallowed. I thought I was lost. I think I was just early. Cole's mouth twitched. I'll take early. Early I can work with. Elena's eyes were wet, and she did not hide it. Thank you, Ruth. Then to the circle. Lighter. True. We still have pretzels. And we still have the rest of the chapter. But we don't have to hurry past the part that tripped us. That might be the part that was for us. Hannah turned her notebook so Jonah could see it if he wanted. On the left she had written 12, the hour named. On the right 13, the hour with faces. Underneath in smaller letters. Not a repeat, a thickening. Jonah read it. His face did something complicated. Shame letting go. Attention taking its place. Can I keep that language? He asked Hannah. It's yours, she said. I only wrote what she said. Ruth's hand rested again on her Bible. She did not add a moral. She only looked once more at Jonah, steady as a nurse who has watched a fever break, and said, When the next chapter rhymes, you will remember. You are not failing the page. You are learning how this writer loves you by not letting the hard things stay abstract. Outside, the street was ordinary. Inside, the lamp held. Tyler closed his extra finger hold on the earlier pages and let the book lie open to 13 alone. Priya reached for the pretzels and passed them to Jonah without comment. Elena opened her mouth to read the next verses, then waited half a breath longer than usual, in case anyone still needed the silence. Jonah nodded. I'm ready, he said, and this time when he looked at the chapter number, he did not flinch.